Everybody, welcome. I'm Suzanne Gundersen from Screenwritenow. I help screenwriters to naturally de-stress and get focused into their creative rhythm and flow, build tremendous confidence, and deepen their emotional worldview into wisdom and truth. That way they can hook every audience. So today I'm joined by April Wright. April, thank you so much for being here today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a writer and director and a producer by accident. I grew up in the Midwest and moved out to Los Angeles, and I do narrative stuff and documentaries. I made a documentary about drive-in movie theaters, traveled the whole country to over 500 drive-in locations, and made a follow-up to that about movie palaces, and another one that's out now about Hollywood stuntwomen.
Well, I love it. I love it. Yeah, I think the first time I came across your profile and had learned that you had, gone to 500 drive-in movies, I thought she's going to be such an interesting person to talk to. She's traveled all around, to do the coolest thing ever. So, wow, what experience you have gone through in your career. Could you just whittle it down to just one golden nugget or gem of advice that might be helpful for our audience today?
What I've been thinking about lately, especially during COVID, is just perseverance, that it takes patience, which I'm not that good at naturally. But this career takes a long time, and you're constantly learning and you're constantly infusing yourself into the work. And just giving it the time to happen is so important, because it's a collaborative art. And as much as you want things to happen quickly, you have to work with other people, get other people on board. And so I'm just thinking about that, just sort of, how do you sustain this career? How do you keep pushing through the obstacles and, recentering? I hate the word pivot, actually. People overuse it, but when you have to pivot to some other way to get something to happen, I'm just really thinking about the perseverance that it takes a lot recently.
Yeah, the flexibility and adaptability to just being able to stick with it for sure is definitely a good trait to have. And not giving up on your dream. I mean, you probably didn't think you were, like you said, just kind of didn't think that you were going to be in this. What was it? What was the word that you used? Kind of like accidentally, or you just kind of got into it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally true. Like you have to keep finding, your way into it, where your passion comes from, and pushing that into it. Because I was talking to some friends recently saying that, the obstacles are the work, the having to regroup and figuring it out and solve problems. That is the work. That is the business. Getting rejection. That is the business. You're not in this business. Writing is part of it, directing is part of it, but working with others and going through, the negatives, that is the work.
Yes, definitely. I love it. Navigating the obstacles, that should be the name of the job, because the highlight moments of, oh, I got placed in a festival, or, now all of a sudden my show's
Right,
on a
right.
major network or, or,
In
or
your head, it's
streaming.
just going to be easy. It's just going to happen, but it's never been that way for anybody. So,
Right. Oh my God.
yeah.
So what great practical advice and real too. And it seems like you've had a lot of experiences that kind of led you to that. So thank you so much for sharing that today. How can we find out more about what's going on with you today?
I have a website for a couple of my documentaries. It's goingattractions.com. So instead of coming attractions, I do films about some of the things that we're losing. Goingattractions.com. And I'm actually about to work on a couple new documentaries for that series and get out on the road again. So I'm going to be doing that this summer. And I'm on Twitter, Drive-In Doc, and I'm on Instagram and Facebook and all that. So you can find me pretty easily.
Wonderful. Yeah, all those links will be in the description box of the video below. Well, April, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing with us your wisdom. And thanks everybody for watching. Feel free to pop on over to my website, Screenwritenow, and download your free e-copy of 3 Steps to Get Pitch Ready. That way you can get into alignment with you and your script and hook your audience. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you on the next Industry Wisdom Bits.